Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Any administrator in the organization can able to grant the permission to the role that is employed to the employees or the manager. When granting the permission, administrator can limit the permission to a specific target group of user that we have seen in the target population. Again, in the permission group is divided into two parts. What are the two parts? Granted population and the target population. And the permission roles. Granted population and the target population. Granted population, who can do, who are the persons who are responsible for doing the changes that are coming under granted population. Right? And to whom they are doing. They are the target population. In a company, if you are choosing a payroll manager, they will be responsible for executing the payroll for the entire group of employees. Those employees are coming under target population. This we have already understood in the last session. And what are the activities this granted population can do? They can view, they can edit, they can do the changes to the employee data, right? These are the permissions which is being given to this granted population. Correct. And when they are given the permission, for whom they are doing? They are doing for the target population. This part is clear from our perspective. Now permission role. What is a permission role actually? It defines a set of permission. A set of permissions means this is the set of permission. Means set of permission. Means it can be a view permission. It can be edit permission. You can view the history. You can delete it. These are some permissions which is being given to the granted population. Those are saying it is the same. It is saying that it defines a set of permission and grant these permissions to the permission group or role. We are defining a permission and we are defining and granting that to the granted population. Means we are giving access to particular group or particular person for a specific role like that node. Yes. Suppose you are the recruitment person. You are the recruiter. You are. Whenever you want to access the application in the system, you should have the access right. When you click on a tab, it should go into another screen, right? When you click on the tab and if it is showing that a pop-up window comes and it shows that you do not have a necessary permission, please contact your administrator. Administrator means the permission is not given to you. But if you are going into another screen, means you can access that particular function. That is being controlled by a permission role. Now you are the user, right? Every user will be mapped with a permission role. Permission roles are of various types. We have ESS. ESS stands for Employee Self-Service Right. ES is a permission role. When we are defining a permission role by name ESS means in that ESS, what are the permission you are giving? You want to have a view permission or you want to have an edit permission. All these permissions you can able to give it to the ESS, that is Similarly, we also have MSSS. MSS stands for Manager Self-Service Right. Hello, I am still audible. Yes. If manager, if you are setting a permission. Setting a permission means what? You are creating a permission to the manager. When your designation is a manager, you will be linked with a permission role. If you are an employee, you will be linked with a permission role. That is ESS. Manager, it is called MSS. Suppose you are from a HR person, HR admin. HR admin will be having a certain permission role again. That will be linked to your employee profile. These are various permission. Manager can be a permission, MSS can be permission role, ESS can be permission role, HR admin can be a permission role, and each permission role they will set up the configuration that they can able to view, they can able to edit, they can able to see the history, they can able to modify it. That is controlled from the permission. Now when you come into the RDP, if you remember, we have gone with Introduction to Mastery Right. Introduction to Mastery. I told you when we were discussing about provisioning, we need to enable certain functionalities from the provisioning right. Languages are there, profile V12 are there, and we also see in RDP, we need to enable RDP. When you whatever activity which you are performing in the back end system, that will be reflecting in the front end system. Getting my point? Suppose if you are, I told you a consultant, such a consultant 80% of work, they are doing it from the front end system. 20% of activity is still there from the back end system. When you want to do that 82% from the front end system, you should have that features available in the front end system. Otherwise, how you will do, you cannot do right. These features we need to enable from the back end system. Then only we can able to access from the front end system. Similarly, coming into the RDP also. For RDP also, we need to enable these features from the back end system, that is from the provisioning. Then only it will come. It will be visible in the admin center. Now when I take you into the system, now when I go here into the admin center page, after going into the admin center page, you can see the tools here, tools section. Just click on see all. I'm still on it in the tool section. When you scroll down, there is a section called set user permission. Can you see here set user permission? This option is coming. Are you able to see set user permission? This section is coming because we have enabled the feature RDP from the provisioning. But when this section is showing only if you are not a super admin for the person who is not a super admin for them, this section will be having this option only. Other option will not be showing them. In RDP, we have total 5 configuration tools. How many configuration tools we are having? When I go back into my Excel, the first configuration tool is this one, Manage Permission tool. Then you have a Managed Permission rule. Third one is Managed Role-Based Permission. Fourth one I can take. Role search. Role search permission. Fifth one, I will take new user. Permission. Total 5 permission. If you are a super admin, mainly you will be having 5 permission tools. That is permission group, permission rule, role-based permission, access role, search permission, new user permission. Now again, I will go back into my system. You can see permission, group permission rule and user role search. New user permission. It is user role search. User role search permission. Total 5 permissions will be there. Now you can see here managed role-based permission, the first permission. What is the use of this permission? The use of this permission is that if you are a super admin and if you have added a new user in your team and if you have created a new user and now you want to give the RPP permission to that new user, how you will give the permission with the help of this tool. Role-based permission. Now you can see for me it is not accessible. This is not clickable, right? Although I am an admin, but I don't have the access. If I want to go to the SAP admin and I will show you. I will go to the proxy now. I will go to the SAP admin. Can you see I am taking this SAP admin? In the real time also, you will be having some SAP admin. If you don't have it, if you don't have a full access, some of your colleagues will be having that access. You can proxy it, you can check it. Now, after proxying to this SAP admin, you can see I am into the proxy of SAP admin. Now from the account of SAP admin, I will go to the admin center. I will go to the See All. And I will scroll down. Now you can see as SAP admin, I can see that access is there. Manage role-based permission access. Can you see here? For me, only this access was there. Permission goal, permission goal. You use the permission and use the role. This access was not there. What is the benefit of this access? To show you the benefit of this access, what I will do, I will proxy to a user to whom I am hired newly. I hired a person newly. That is by name. I will proxy to this user and I will show you what is the current access for this user. I will go to the admin center and I will go to the tools. I will click on See All. And I will scroll down to set user permission. Can you see here a set user permission? It's not having any permission, right? Suppose he is a new person in our team and we want to grant him the equal permission. RBP is enabled from provisioning. That is the reason this is visible, but tools are not visible. Right. I will give the permission. I will again proxy to the super admin. If you have an access to the super admin, if you're already a super admin from your place also, you can able to give. I will go to super admin. And I will go to the admin center. Access super admin. That is the reason I shown you the comparison by proxy. Now I am proxying to admin. And I will go to the admin center. Every time it is not required to go to the admin center first of all. Because that also I just want to show you, either you can go to admin center if you have the super admin access. You can go to manage role based. You can see it will come here. You can click on the role based permission access. Now when you go into the page, you can see the page include first name, last name. Allow access to this page. The one column is their role-based permission admin. Now I want to give the permission to give the access to that particular new user. I will click on add user. You can see it is showing here. I will click on this and grant the permission. Now when I will go to the maximum page, you can see permission successfully granted. When I scroll down AD10 view, access is being given. I am not giving the access to this page. I have given this permission. How I will go and check that I will proxy. Earlier when I have proxied, then he was not having the access to the tool. Now again, I will go to the admin center. And again I will go to the tools here. And I will scroll down. Now you can see reflecting. You can see all tools are reflecting. Right. Excluding that access tool because we have not picked that checkbox. In this way, in a real time, if you are an admin and if a new member joins to you, or if customer says that give the permissions to this new user, what is the admin permit? RB permission that he can able to access the RBP. In this way, you need to add that user. Got in case in the admin center, if while proxying to that user, if these all things are showing as a blank, nothing is there, then how to add? In this way, we can able to add it. Any questions here? No. Now what I will do? I will again go to the SF admin and I will remove it. Whatever setup you are doing, don't keep it like that. Because you are doing some checking and you are testing it. Right? After you are showing that testing is successful, just try to remove it. I went again here. Manage role based. Permission access. And then last you have a delete icon. Is there right? Don't delete any other. You should be sure about it, because you don't have any save option. When you are creating it by default, it will be get saved. That is done from our end. This is the importance of this tool. Manage role-based permission access. Giving the positions to in the RPP when the user can able to view all the 5 configuration tools. Permission. Group role this one and user role a search and view user permission. Any questions here? No. Before going. Now, if you are implementation consultant, then you will be. The process is you have to create a permission group. Then you have to set up the permission. Before creating a permission group, I will show you what is the permission role and how we are setting up the permission. Then we will go and see the permission. For that, when you go into the admin center under set user permission, you can see these options are showing right. And you have given the permission. Correct. Once you click on the permission role tab in the configuration tool, when I go back here into the admin center, into the tools here. Now you can see permission, this one. When I click on this, it will take me to a page where you can see permission, role description, status, RDP created, last modified. All these details will be there. If you are implementation consultant, you have to click on the create new and you will be setting up the permission roles. As I told you, permission roles are of various types. Anything, you can see various type of permission roles. Permission roles can be of ESS, that is employee self-service. You can see when I go to ESS. You can see ES also will be there. You can see it manager, employee self-service. You can see employee self-service. You can see employee self-service. Sometimes they will elaborate in employee self-service or ESS. Similarly, if you can see, manager also will be there. You can see MSS. Similarly, ESS and apart from ESS, MSS. You can also see H. R admin will be also there. You can see HR admin. HRR admin for contingent workplace. Admin. R admin also. HR admin also can be of country specific also. Country specific means what if I take France? There will be one H, R admin. If I will take Australia, there will be one HR admin. If I will take, let's take something as a Germany HR admin. Permission roles can be divided on the basis of country specific also. When you go into a project and when you see that customer system, if you are into the support, you can see if the implementation is already done. If the RBP is set, you can see what are the permissions roles they have created. You can able to understand that permission roles they have defined on the basis of country specific also. Module specific also and role specific also. Role specific means what HR admin is a role, right? You can have a role which is specific to the payroll. Payroll also will be a role. Performance manager. Performance means what that is related to the performance appraisal. That is also a role. Right? Right. Apart from that, you have a compensation. Compensation is also a role. Right? Override. Depends upon the role. That is one thing. Depends upon the module. Module means employee central. There will be separate permission, easy permission. Onboarding will be a separate permission. Correct. Compensation learning management system. Payroll. These are certain functions and certain module. Specific permissions will be there. And also you can see country specific also. 4 to 5 countries are there. Every country will be having separate permissions. That is controlled and maintained from the permission role. When you go and see from the managed permission role, when you have landed into this page, you can see lot of permissions are there as a support consultant. As an implementation consultant, you will be responsible for setting up all these permissions. How you will know what are the permissions you need to set up? You will get the information by gathering the requirement from the customer. When you gather the requirement from the customer during the initial phase of the implementation, you will be capturing that requirement in the workbook. What all permissions should be there? What all groups should be created? In the permission role, what are the things which we need to give? That will be specified by the customer. According to that, we will be capturing initially. We are not configuring. Coming into this one. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.